The midnight guest who needed a miracle in the pines. It was about 3 in the morning when the scratching started. Not like a branch on the siding or a raccoon in the trash, but a heavy, deliberate rake against the glass of the back door. I rolled out of bed, heart hammering against my ribs, and grabbed my heavy-duty flashlight. I figured maybe a bear had wandered down from the ridge, but when the beam hit the deck, my breath just stopped. Staring back at me, with eyes like 2 glowing emeralds, was a mountain lion. She didn't snarl, she didn't crouch to spring, she just looked at me. Then, she let out this low, guttural chirp and started limping toward the edge of the woods. She'd stop, look back over her shoulder, and wait, almost like she was daring me to follow. I know. Following a predator into the dark is how horror movies start, but something in her eyes felt desperate. I threw on my boots, grabbed my wire cutters, and trailed her about 50 yards into the brush. That's when I saw it. Tucked under a fallen cedar was her cub. His front paw was clamped tight in an old, rusted-shut leg trap. The poor little guy was whimpering, totally exhausted from fighting it. The mother stood back, giving me just enough space to work. My hands were shaking so bad, but I managed to pry those steel jaws open. The second he was free, he scrambled right to her belly. I thought that was the end of it. But the next morning, I stepped out with my coffee. And there they were. The mama, the cub, and 2 others. All sprawled out on my porch like they owned the place. She looked up, gave me one slow blink, and I realized I didn't just save a life. I made a friend. Now, she leaves gifts on my welcome mat. Mostly field mice. It's gross. But hey, it's the thought that counts, right?